NFL fans, welcome back to the channel. Frogs Angels here with a new weekly podcast talking all kinds of NFL fun stuff. Fantasy, DraftKings pick'ems, top headlines, my bet of the week, and more. Might throw in a little draft talk as we get closer. I love the draft, but maybe it's a little too early. You think it's a little too early for the draft?
Probably a little too early.
So stay tuned every week. We'll talk about new stuff. But let's get to the top headlines in the NFL for Week 5. I mean, it's stupidity, but the whole Cam Newton thing, we got to talk about it.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Dan and yogurt. Let's just get that out there.
I'm a big fan.
Oh, you're a big fan. Then take it away. Let's
They
hear it.
dropped him. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love my yogurt, but really the whole thing is just stupid. I don't. The way I took it was, I took it like the complete opposite as everyone else is taking it. I took it like he started laughing because it was almost like he was impressed. He was surprised that she knew about the routes. I thought he was maybe a little bit impressed, but I could be wrong. Everyone's taking it the wrong way, so I don't think it's a big deal. I think everyone should drop it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm going to get some hate for that.
No, I mean, I agree when you said it wasn't a big deal, but it's 2017. You can't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, it just matters how he meant it, but he's not apologizing, so I take it as he doesn't need to apologize. He thinks he doesn't need to apologize for anything because he didn't do anything. So I thought,
he's not sorry.
I thought he was I thought maybe it was funny because he's never heard a woman talk about routes, which there's nothing wrong with that. They don't really talk about routes that much, and maybe this particular reporter had knowledge in this, and he thought it was funny. I don't know. She didn't say anything stupid.
Yeah,
I don't think he thought that.
No.
So I mean, the whole thing's kind of stupid, I think. But
Moving on.
Good old Cam. I mean, he's bringing the dad back. That's the good thing.
No, Dad's going to go now.
Dad's going to go?
We're going to see serious
It's been
Cam.
working, though. The dad's back, and they've been winning. I think we called that one.
Yeah, I think, we broke that news.
Yeah. We said he needs to bring it back for them to do good. And, I mean, last year they had an off year. He took it away. Now he's bringing it back.
That could only mean one thing. He's listening to us.
Yeah. So, Cam, if you're listening, we love you. And good luck the rest of the year. And maybe get a little team dab in with McCaffrey. Have McCaffrey go stick his arm out and just dab on it.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great move.
That'd be fun. Other quarterback news, Kaepernick. Titans have no interest in Kaepernick. I don't know. Did they actually have to come out and say that?
No.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does, and it's pretty obvious. But it came up because the whole Skip Bayless thing. He actually said that Kaepernick is a better quarterback than Marcus Mariota.
Well, Skip's drunk.
Yeah, I mean, he's always seemed like he's been kind of drunk. But, I mean, I think Kaepernick can still play. I don't think he should just get signed with a team and then start right away. I think maybe he's a little rusty, but Mariota's he hasn't been on top of his game. He hasn't been terrible. I know he has an injury, but he's still much better than Kaepernick. Still a young guy with potential. I mean, Skip seems to think that the Titans know that he seems to think the Titans think Kaepernick's better than Mariota. I don't. That's just mind blowing stuff. But it's even worse. The Titans came out and said they're not interested in Kaepernick. They need to come and respond to Skip Bayless.
Why?
Pretty silly.
I mean, he's better than a lot of starters in the league. I'll say that. But I just don't think he has the skill set to, especially be on the Titans. I can't see him in that system. Can't see him at all.
Well, I mean, he kind of similar to Mariota. That seems like I'm going to bash the Titans. That seems like a Titans backup. They're over there with Matt Castle was their only backup in a Mariota offense. They're two totally different guys. And then they go sign Brandon Whedon. How is that? You think you would find a replacement for Mariota. Those are not replacements. Maybe on a different team, whether you think they're good or not, maybe they're replacements on a different team, but not on the Titans. So I think maybe the GM and the coaching staff are on the different page. Because who's bringing in the guys for this system, but the coaching has a different system going? I'm not really sure.
Got a little Chicago thing going on there?
I don't know what they're doing either.
Yeah.
I mean, Trubisky's getting the first start against the Vikings. It's about time. He should have started week 1. It is kind of interesting they do it against the Vikings because they do have, a top 5 defense. So, I mean, it is a test. I think it'd be better than Glenn. If Glenn were to start against the Vikings, I think Trubisky wins that job, but it's just kind of rough to just throw him in. What are they, 1-3?
Yeah.
Throw him in right there against a solid defense. So
we do know that the Vikings are cursed on primetime against the Bears.
In Chicago.
That's a curse.
It's going to be a good game. And Bradford, the report that Bradford is practicing today, so will Bradford play?
Did he ever get his second opinion? They said he was
that
getting
was
one, and you never heard anything else.
Yeah, I think the doctor agreed that he should sit out.
Oh.
Especially with his past knee problems, I think it was. But that's why it's rough. Like, he's still got to be a little hurt. He was sitting out, gonna go play on sloppy Soldier Field.
He was on fire too.
Like, I don't think it's a good idea for him to play. I think for the Vikings' sake, I think Keenum's the best bet. Just this game, Bradford is better than Keenum, but I think this game Keenum might be better. We saw Bradford in Chicago last year. Didn't do well, but I don't know if that was really his fault. The play calling was pretty bad. They didn't really give him a chance, but I mean, I think Keenum's the better option just for this week. At Soldier Field, is it going to be sloppy or is it going to be rough? It's not a good field for a bad knee.
No, especially two. He had actually same knee twice.
I don't know. We'll see. John Fox seems to be preparing for Bradford. He thinks that Bradford's playing. He said that days ago. So.
Yeah, but you do want to prepare for the better quarterback.
Yeah, true. So that's gonna be very interesting. The Vikings also added another running back in Stephen Ridley. Pretty solid third string running back, but not gonna do much. He ran for over 1,200 yards in 2012. If that means anything to you,
it means nothing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they might have a situation without Dalvin Cook, Latavius Murray too slow, McKinnon too dumb. McKinnon doesn't know how to. He's got the speed.
Say it lightly.
He's got the speed, but he doesn't know how to hit the hole. I just hate when these speed guys. Doesn't it seem like all the fastest running backs, they don't know how to hit the hole? There's like, I think the running backs that are the fastest would be the best. All they have to do is hit the hole. There's like so many of them that are lightning fast and they can't hit the damn hole, and that's just too bad.
We saw Chris Johnson in his prime.
And there's not many of them though. Like the fastest running, like I think if there was a super fast running back that knew how to hit the hole in Dallas, I think he would be ridiculous. That's why Zeke's really good there because he's already fast. Not like the fastest running back, but it just works out.
Packs a punch.
Really packs a punch over there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Who's the best running back in the league? It's up in the air right now. Yeah, it's Kareem Hunt right now. But can you say just to start next season? Would you say that Kareem Hunt's the best running back in the league?
I don't think you can give someone who has played 1 year that kind of.
Not even 1 year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's leading the league by far, but
I don't think you can say that.
Some people would say Le'Veon Bell, but he
should be the best, but he's just not.
He looks slower. No, I don't know what it is. He looks like he's not. He's stuck in mud sometimes.
He's overplaying that whole patient thing.
Yeah,
he's overplaying it a little too much.
Maybe he wants the money after this year. He's afraid to get hurt. I don't know. I heard that thrown out there. Maybe that's the case.
Oh, you did.
I like Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley might be the best. He's, something about him. The weaknesses about him as a prospect were getting hurt and maybe not good in the passing game or catching the ball out of the backfield. But hasn't been hurt.
And he's making some snags.
And he's downfield. I think he's gotten faster too.
He's got the moves.
My vote for Todd Gurley. I think best running back in the league right now. It might be a bold statement, but I thought that was an interesting debate. Best running back, very interesting right now, up in the air.
I think I would agree with that.
Tonight's game is the Patriots and the Buccaneers. A whole lot of defense? No, a whole lot of offense. That's
complete opposite.
Terrible defense. Tampa they're pretty beat up. And that's why my bet of the week is New England. They're -5. I think both teams score a lot of points, but I think New England they'll score. They should score a ton. The Buccaneers defense isn't the best as it is, and it's pretty beat up. So I think the Patriots score a whole lot of points in this game.
They got to keep up with that Patriots offense to even want to do anything, and I don't think they physically can.
I think they'll score.
Is Doug Martin back?
Doug Martin is back.
Ooh.
I think he'll get action, too. Some people are worried that he's not going to get enough action, but Jaquiz hasn't been working out.
He needs to get some one-on-one action.
Yeah. And it's not like he's coming back from injury. He's coming back from suspension.
Yeah, but you think he's smoking pregame today?
I don't know what he's up to. Gronk could be limited tonight because a thigh injury. What else is new? Gronk hurt.
No.
He's been playing great, though. Does got Brady throwing to him, but
true.
He's been good.
Is he wearing the Gronk pad today?
I'm sure. You talking about his big brace?
His big brace? He's got to wear that.
That's all he's on.
Okay. He should wear double braces.
That thing should be illegal. That's like a...
What if he has two?
Just bowl people with that.
Should wear two.
Yeah.
He's unstoppable if he wears two.
Who's better tight end overall, Gronk or Kelsey?
Kelsey got the speed.
I like Kelsey. Like, just if Kelsey had Brady, what would he
do? But if you're taking away Gronk's injuries, who's better? I think Gronk is for sure
elite
better.
tight end, but Kelsey's He's a weapon. I mean, Gronk's going to beat him in the blocking category. So maybe you got to go.
Kelsey's like not even built like a tight end. He's way like
he's very athletic.
Yeah. Way more athletic than Gronk, I would say.
And very impressive in his early on in his career. So I expect him maybe to even get better. That'll be scary. Any other headlines you want to talk about here?
Before
we get into fantasy picks.
Myles Garrett's back.
Oh yeah, Myles Garrett, he's back. First overall pick. Hopefully that works out.
We'll see.
Draft class looking pretty good. There's some guy, the receivers on the other hand, none of the receivers are playing. Mike Williams and Corey Davis haven't even been playing. That's pretty disappointing. Running back class looked good, and Dalvin Cook went down, but looking like a pretty good
quarterback class.
Yeah, better than expected, I think. We don't know. Trubisky's getting his first start.
Mr. Biscuits.
Watson looking
solid.
Looking solid, as I expected. Mahomes, you expect him to be good, but when's he going to get the chance on Alex Smith there?
Kaiser,
it's going to be a little rough playing for the Browns, but he'll be good.
We said it before he was even drafted. It's a project.
But he'll be good. Got to keep rolling.
Let's move on here.
I'll give you my fantasy picks of the week. I'm not going with any, elite guys. You don't need to know the obvious guys. If you got Tom Brady, you should start Tom Brady.
True.
If you got Aaron Rodgers, you start Aaron Rodgers.
You got Brett Favre, you're starting Brett Favre.
Yeah, Brett Favre. Yeah, I'm going with Vinny Testaverde. That's a good one.
The Jets, Vinny Testaverde?
Yeah. And
Game over.
What about Willie Pete? That's another good one, too.
Ooh.
So they're kind of sleepers. My quarterback, Dak Prescott. I call him Dick. What do they call him?
Doc.
Dak Prescott versus the Packers. Packers, pretty good team. I like the Cowboys at home in this game. I think Dak's been doing good. I think he'll go off in this game, fantasy-wise. I got 3 running backs. I got Carlos Hyde versus the Colts. The Colts defense kind of weak. Against the run, they're kind of weak. Carlos Hyde, he looks pretty good. He looks in better shape than he's ever been. He looks very athletic.
Probably been doing some CrossFit.
CrossFit could be Carlos Hyde's thing. I don't know. I got Doug Martin versus the Patriots. Talked about him a little bit. Could be risky because his first game back, but it's not like he had an injury. Patriots defense is pretty terrible so far.
Yep.
So I like Doug Martin. Kind of a deep sleeper here.
Sleepy.
I like Tariq Cohen against the Vikings.
Vikings
D's good, but we saw when they shut down Le'Veon Bell, then they played Amir Abdullah. Amir Abdullah looked ridiculous against the Vikings. And he's kind of a shiftier running back like Tariq.
And he's coming off an off
week.
So,
they might be focusing on the starter, Jordan Howard, and every now and then when Tariq Cohen comes in, he can get a handoff, catch the ball. He could score a touchdown in this game. I think he'll score a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, another player in that game against Chicago. I mean, he leads the league in receiving yards, which is surprising. But the fact that Dalvin Cook's out, they need to rely on their passing game even more. So I like Stephon Diggs. Larry Fitzgerald against the Eagles. Larry's still got it. He's still got it. Carson Palmer's going to throw. I mean, he hasn't been too hot, but he's going to throw the ball downfield. I think the Eagles' corner or secondary kind of on the weaker. Not really. I don't want to say weak, but I think Larry's going to do well in this game.
Yeah, Larry's the man.
Golden Tate against the Panthers. Golden Tate kind of disappeared last week. I think he comes back this week against a weaker secondary of Carolina. Carolina's been pretty impressive, though, but I like Golden Tate. And then for a tight end, Cameron Brate versus the Patriots. He's been looking pretty good. And then going against a weak New England defense who struggles against tight ends, I like Cameron Brate.
What about Big Country?
Big Country.
Rudolph.
He's kind of disappeared this year.
But if there's going to be a position that torches the Bears at all times, it's that tight end.
You think it's a tight end?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we're bound to get a week where Rudy goes off. So maybe it's this week.
He's due. He's well overdue.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That Monday Night Football game is going to be something.
There's a lot on the line.
Is it going to be Keenan versus Trubisky or Bradford versus Trubisky?
Or Sanchez versus Bridgewater.
Bridgewater can't play till week 7.
Oh.
So Sanchez versus Kyle Slaughter?
Ooh, that's a matchup.
It looks like I think it's going to be Bradford. Bradford versus Bisky.
Bisky's got him.
Bisky's got him.
Bisky's got 2 good knees.
It's going to be small ball for the Bears as it should.
Same with Bradford. Actually, he's been slinging the ball.
Well, he only played 1 game. Keenum's been slinging the ball too. They're not afraid to throw downfield It's just they need to do it a certain amount of times. I think they're afraid. I think they're still afraid. I don't think the Vikings coaching really realizes like the weapons they have. Diggs and Thielen are actual weapons. They don't have Dalvin Cook anymore, so I guess really the Bears got to play the pass and they can win that game. It's gonna be a good one. But what do you got?
I think the Vikings only win under one condition.
This is not gonna be This is gonna be stupid.
This is a serious matter. Diggs needs to bring back the celebration where he's digging.
Yeah, he does it now.
No, it's been gone.
He's done it. He's done it.
We need it. I need to see it.
Got some new ones. See the rolling the dice one, playing dice.
I want to see him playing dice.
That was good. He had the digging in that game as well. I
want to see digging every time.
I think Thielen was actually digging for him one time, if I saw that correctly.
See, because Thielen wants it back.
Thielen knows though.
I like that Thielen guy, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to listen to Gruden.
Gruden and Trubisky.
Game over. Is he going to say Mr. Biscuit? Is he going to talk about kissing titties? What is he going to call him?
He's going to talk about his time with him at the Gruden camp. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah. He's going to guaranteed. Is he going to say he really likes this guy, man?
If we hear that, what's the over-under on
Who's the first guy he says it about? Who's the first guy in that game?
I'm going to say he's going to be talking about Thielen.
Thielen.
What did he call him?
I think he called him Thielen.
Thielen.
I don't know if he's going to focus on him because...
He always has a weird pick.
Yeah, last year Thielen was kind of an unknown, so he kind of went with the unknown guy. Now this year, who's he going to go with?
Tariq.
It might be, that's a good one. I think it could be, if he gets on the field early, which I expect him to.
He's going to say in the pregame, he's not even going to wait till the game starts.
Who's Rhodes going to cover? He's always locking down the team's best receiver. Who's the Bears' best receiver? Tariq Cohen?
Kendall Wright.
I don't see Rhodes just locking on. I think they'll just play normal coverage, which could hurt them. They're not used to that.
So the roads are open?
So the roads might be open.
For Mr. Biscuits? Let's go.
I just want to see him throw downfield. I don't know if it'll happen. I mean, there got to be like an opportunity or two, but...
You got to let him slang.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. They're going to go with that run the ball and small ball as they should against the Vikings D.
I disagree.
But it should be a shootout.
I mean, the Bears are going to win. Bears are going to win.
If the final score is like 9-6.
I'm giving you my prediction right here. Bears are going to win 17-14. Game over. Blouses.
It's either there's two things. If the Vikings win, they win big. If the Bears win, it's close. The Vikings aren't going to win this game.
My prediction was close.
But if the Vikings win this game, I don't see it being close. The Bears aren't going to kill them. Maybe.
We don't know.
Shows
nobody
Chicago
knows Mr. Biscuit's potential.
I mean, he could be good. He could be bad. But one thing we do know is Glennon is just terrible.
That's true.
He's better than Glennon.
And if we know something else about Glennon, then neck is out of this world. Literally. Literally.
Maybe it had a little more girth to it. He'd be better.
It's just, it's too much of a pencil. It needs a little more width, a little more meat. Whoever is his nutritionist needs to get him on a new plan.
Yeah.
To kind of beef up that neck a little bit. He's got to do some shrugs or something.
I mean, we're talking about the Bears and Vikings too much. I mean, there's some other gem of games.
Let's talk about some gems here.
Jets, Browns.
Jets, easy. Done.
I got the Browns, but that's not a gem of
I won't even get started. Don't get me started on McCown.
There's not even a line on the Titans-Dolphins yet because we don't know what Mariota's doing. Is this guy going to play? They signed Brandon Weeden.
How many hamstring injuries do they got?
I don't know. They got to start. Like 3 or 4. They got to start eating their ham because they're not eating enough and they're pulling their hammies.
They need a new masseuse to kind of work those
new
legs.
Trainers. They need new trainers. Everyone's on the Titans are pulling hamstring. Everyone on the Vikings is tearing their ACL.
Swap trainers.
They swap trainers and we swap injuries. I don't think the Titans want that. I think they'd rather stick with the hammies.
Yeah, I think you'd stick with the hammies over ACLs, actually.
I think some trainers might need to be
fired.
But
Bradford's ACLs didn't get hurt in Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's a bruised bone now.
It's a bruised
bone. Yeah, that's why he wants to play. It's like it's just a bruised bone. But they're like, no.
It's a bruised knee bone?
Yeah. I mean, that's got to hurt. But
what kind of injury is that?
I don't know.
I've never heard of that injury.
He says he's fine. He wants to play, but they're playing it safe. But do they remember they traded a first rounder for him? They could have. Could they have Deshaun Watson right now? Well, I think the Texans would have jumped him. But what if the Vikings did not trade that first round pick?
Wow.
Who would they have? Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting. And
Johnny
next
Football?
year they're going to have all three of these guys. Johnny Football, that was a different year.
Okay, what's the over-under? Say Bradford doesn't suit up.
We're just talking about the Vikings. Wait.
Okay, and I just got to bring this up, though, because it's the elephant in the room. If he doesn't suit up and he's wearing street clothes, are his sleeves baggy?
I mean, if they're not baggy, they're long sleeve.
No. If he's in a T-shirt,
they're baggy.
On the sideline.
These Sammy sleeves, they're baggy.
Are only his jersey sleeves baggy?
No. I mean, he's going to wear it's going to be close to the elbow.
I'm more excited for that than the actual game.
Just to see?
Yeah, I'm curious to know what sleeves he rocks on an everyday basis.
It's in Chicago, but who's blowing the horn? Who's going to be in the other stadium by themselves blowing the horn?
Probably Randy Moss.
Yeah.
They always bring him back.
Or he might be at the game. It's on ESPN, right?
Live
here from Minnesota.
Maybe Al Michaels or something. I'm just done talking. I'm just going to stop while I'm ahead.
So, serious note, game of the week. It's between the Packers, Cowboys, Chiefs, Texans.
That's a rematch of that playoff matchup.
I know you.
Jared Cook.
You picked the Packers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Pete had the Cowboys in our weekly pick'ems. If you haven't seen that, check it out.
I mean, I wasn't physically
You wasn't there, but you made a pick.
I did make a pick.
You made a pick. I really liked your Bears-Vikings pick, so that was very interesting. So if you guys didn't see that, that's definitely one to check out.
Yeah, I send the occasional voicemail when I need to let you know who I'm picking.
It was probably the most interesting thing I ever heard. Football-wise. So Packers, Cowboys. We had 2 pick the Cowboys, 1 pick the Packers. Packers start off slow, but they're 3-1. So that's a really good sign. They always start off slow.
And they got Aaron.
So are they just going to go undefeated all the way out?
Yeah, every victory besides the Bears victory has kind of been not too. I'm not going to say
had
impressive.
That game. They had it.
Glennon never had any game.
The D fumble.
That wasn't even a fumble. He kneed the ball. I don't know what he was doing.
And Chiefs Texans, are the Chiefs finally going to beat?
That's a good matchup.
Sean Watson can play, but it's going to be rough going against the Chiefs defense. Chiefs defense, they're not the best defense. They're either going to turn you over or they're going to get beat, I think.
But what about that Houston D? I think that's what the winner of this game is going to depend on that.
What if the Texans win? They're legit.
They were a quarterback away from the beginning of the season.
They're going to win that division.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck's going to come back. Are the Colts going to? I don't know that. They don't have the defense. They don't
They don't got anything. Andrew Luck's going to come back and just be the same Andrew Luck? Not a chance.
We'll see.
Any other good matchups here?
Seahawks Rams surprisingly is an actual good matchup.
Every year it's a good matchup, and I don't know why. But the Rams are actually balling this year.
The Rams are 3-1. They're favored. The Rams are -1. I think the Seahawks win this game.
Me too.
But would you bet on them? Would you put money down on them?
What's the line?
The Rams are favored by 1.
I'd bet Seahawks.
It's a decent one. I really like the Patriots.
Bet all your life savings on the Seahawks.
Ooh, that's tough.
Do it.
Raiders are actually favored 2.5 when they're without Derek Carr.
What?
DJ Manuel's a good backup, I think. But
who are they balling out against?
The Ravens.
No way. The Ravens have had 2 bad losses, but they're going to bounce back.
I picked the Raiders to win, even with EJ Manuel, but I wouldn't touch that. -2.5.
No, touch it.
I wouldn't touch it.
Touch it. Grab it.
With anything.
No, grab it.
Pittsburgh -8 against Jacksonville. They could whomp them pretty good. But Pittsburgh's been inconsistent.
So is Jacksonville's D.
I don't think they're the real deal, Pittsburgh.
They lost to Chicago.
I just want to know that.
They lost to Glennon.
If Mariota's out, Titans or Dolphins?
Dolphins.
It's going to be a whole lot of nothing.
That's going to be your 6-3 game.
0-0. Tie game.
Tie game 0. Has that ever happened?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
That would be one terrible game.
Matt Castle as your backup. What were you thinking?
You weren't.
Jay Cutler out of retirement. What were you thinking?
I don't know. I mean,
Matt Moore is better than Jay Cutler. I like Matt Moore as a backup. I mean,
yeah. Why are they just throwing him to the curb?
He's better than Jay Cutler. He got a win last year at the end of the season when he had to come in. I think.
Yeah, and then he got triple concussed in the playoffs.
Yeah, I guess nobody likes Matt Moore.
They don't want more.
What about Hoyer? Didn't he just get killed last week and he's okay?
That's Hoyer for you. Hoyer's that dome of his is unreal. It's made of iron.
It was a cheap shot. It looked like he tore his everything.
But Hoyer's a champion, and he's just a winner in this league.
And the intangibles.
And Brian Hoyer.
That guy's gonna be a head coach one day. He's
gonna be He's gonna be in a quarterback room somewhere.
First, he's gonna be a quarterback coach. He's gonna move his way up. Then be the commish.
You gotta be head coach for your commish.
No.
Just straight to commish from quarterback room?
From the bottom to the top.
Wow, that's a bold prediction.
Well, that's week 5. Wow. Stay tuned for the weekly pick'ems and this video every single week.
Unless you don't like it.
Yeah, then I guess
get lost.
Just let us know. Let us know about week 5, what your thoughts are. Please like and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. Goodbye.
Bye.